see how this is organized. What's on the left-hand side? Main idea of section. And do you notice where it says section 1?
Yeah.
Well, the sections refer to what we call paragraphs. Give me a thumbs up if you know what a paragraph is. Okay, good. And then on the right side, what are we going to put there? Read with me. Supporting details. See, even though we're having technical difficulties, we're not even wasting a second. So we're going to dive into reading, and Ms. Patel is going to show you how to accomplish the goal by modeling for you what good readers do. All right, we're going to read together, take notes, and then record it on our graphic organizer, and we're looking for the main what?
Idea.
Okay. All right. Ready? Go. You're going to read with me quarterly, playing it safe. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Playing sports is a lot of fun and a great way to stay fit. You can build your body's muscles and strengthen your heart and lungs. Getting fit is important. So is staying safe. Keep reading to find out the 5 steps you can take to keep playing the sports you love. Okay, now look at me. Just by this article, this first paragraph tells me what we're going to be reading about. So it says, getting fit is important. So I'm going to underline that. And so is staying safe. And there's 5 steps that you can take to keep playing the sports you love. So what I think this is going to be about is this article is going to share 5 ways to stay safe playing sports. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Okay. So let's read the next section. What is the next section called?
Wear protective gear.
What's protective gear? Good readers always ask themselves, what do I already know? Do I know what that word protective gear means? What's protective gear? Yes.
Wearing a helmet in football.
Okay. Protective gear is helmet and wearing it during football. Excellent. Preston?
Wearing arm pads and knee pads.
Okay. Good. So let's read the next section, and this is where we're going to start our note taking. We're going to look for the main idea of this section. Ready, set, go. Protective gear is anything you wear that helps you getting hurt. The gear you wear depends on the sport you play. Helmets are the most common protective gear. They protect all your important head while you're playing football, hockey, baseball, softball, biking, skateboarding, inline skating, just to name a few. Making sure you're wearing the right helmet for your sport. For instance, don't wear your baseball helmet when you're playing football. Your helmet should fit snugly but comfortably, and if it has a strap like a bike helmet does, you need to fasten it. Otherwise, it will fall off when you need it the most. Keep it. We have one more section. Ready? Go. Other sports require eye protection, mouth guards, pads, wrists, elbow and knee guards. And don't forget your feet. Cleats are worn in football, baseball, soccer. These shoes have special rubber or plastic points on their soles to help your feet grip the ground when you run. Okay, so we just read a section called protective gear, and I want to figure out what the main idea of that section is. So I'm going to show you what good readers do. Just because I read it once doesn't mean I just know right away what the main idea is. Good readers read things multiple times, once or twice or 3 times to really get it. So watch what I do, boys and girls. Protective gear, and read with me. No, silently. Read with me silently. Protective gear is anything you wear that keeps you from getting hurt. The gear you wear depends on the sport you play. Helmets are the most baseball, softball, biking, just to name a few. All right, and then I'm just going to scan the other part. So what I think the main idea is this section is mostly about protective gear. Protective gear keeps you safe. So, what do you guys think about that? That's what I think the main idea is. Protective gear keeps you safe. And then, as I remember reading, it also depends, the kind of protective gear you wear depends on what? Before you answer your test, I made this little chart for us. Try to ground your answer in the text. So I'll give you an example. It says here that the kind of protective gear that you wear depends on the sport. Do you guys remember reading that? Can someone find it? Where does it say that? Dustin?
It says that in paragraph 3.
Yeah. Oh, is it in paragraph 3? Yeah. Make sure you're wearing the right helmet for your sport. Thank you. So watch me. I'm going to write this down. The main idea is, and please write down the main idea of this paragraph. And you don't have to write in complete sentences, boys and girls. Just the big idea is protective gear keeps you safe, and it depends on the sport. Okay? You don't have to copy what I wrote word for word, but if you want to, that's okay too. You can find a different way to get the same main idea. That's totally cool. When you put your pencil down, that'll give me a signal that you're done. Yes.
Like when you fall off your bike, when you first start reading it, and you go down, the gears help you.
Yes. Okay, now we're going to move on. So the main idea is protective gear keeps you safe, and it depends on the sport. So we're going to find details that support that. And this young man just gave us an example. So what kind of gear keeps you safe when you're riding a bike, everybody?
Knee pads and headset.
Yeah. Are those details that protective gear keeps you safe? Should we write them down?
Yeah.
Okay, let's write down. So I'll write knee pads, helmet. Awesome. And I could write helmet. What sports do you wear helmets for?
Oh.
Yes. I like how you're referring to the text.
Baseball.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Biking.
Biking. All right. Yes.
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding. Okay. Oh, could you wear knee pads in skateboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's just see what other details. I'm looking according to the text. Okay, I didn't get a chance, but good readers can use the text to find proof of main ideas and details. So according to the text, look at the last paragraph of that section. Cleats are worn in football, baseball, softball, and soccer. Eye protection, mouth guards, pads, wrists. So according to the text, there's other examples of this. So I'm not going to write down all of them. I'm going to write down some. So I could put eye protection, a mouth guard. Think about sports you've seen on TV or a game you've been into in person. What's a mouth guard? Use your knowledge of that word, mouth guard. Yes? For football. Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yep. I'll put. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Boys and girls, you can write down the details that we came up together, but if there are other ones that I didn't capture that you could definitely put down as examples of protective gear. So feel free to refer to your text. Yeah, Preston.
There's one detail that we forgot. Wherever you play, you have to play it safe.
Yes. And how do we play it safe?
We play it safe by we play it safe by being nice.
Yes.
And wearing protective gear.
Yes. And what is this particular section about? Yeah. Look, with this whole section that we read, what is it about?
The main idea.
You said it, but what's the main idea? You said it.
The main idea is
What are all these examples of?
all the details are going to add up to the main idea.
Which is?
Protective gear.
Yes.
Keeps you safe.
Yes. You got it. All right. So this whole section is about protective gear. Oh, going back to the beginning of the text, how many ways are there to keep safe according to this article? This article is going to give us how many ways to stay safe? Everyone who's raising their hand, say it out loud.
5.
5. How many?
5.
Yes. Yep. All right. Are we ready to move on to the next section?
Yes.
What's the next section called?
Warm
up. Okay. All right. And this time, boys and girls, we're gonna take some notes. So here are some different symbols we could use. Star anything that's important. You can underline keywords and details. Let's just stick with those right now. Let's just star and underline things that we think are important and or details. All right, ready, set, go. Warm up. It's not a good idea to just bolt onto the field and start playing. You shouldn't even start stretching until you're a little warmed up. So take a light jog to get loosened up and ready to play. Boys and girls, I want you to read that to yourself silently. And underline what you think is important, and then we can talk about it. So this is what I think the main idea is, the big idea, is that you shouldn't just go and start playing. You should warm up. What do you think?
Yes.
I hear some yeses.
Yes.
Give me a thumbs up if you agree. It's important to warm up. Does this first paragraph give us some examples of warming up? I underlined them. So, stretching is a type of warming up and a light jog. So, before I go work out and hit the weights or start playing soccer, I just might jog in place or I just might stretch. Okay? So, let's continue and read and see if we're correct, because there's 2 paragraphs in this section. All right, ready, set, read. Doing some stretching can also get you prepared to hit the field. By warming up, you get yourself ready to play. Warming up your muscles and practicing helps keep you safe too. Warm-ups that last 15 to 30 minutes and include slow, gradual stretching helps lengthen your muscles and increase your blood flow and muscle temperature. That way, your muscles are ready to go and are much likely to get hurt. Okay, what I want you guys to do is I modeled for you, like what's important is warming up. Warming up keeps you safe. And how did I know that warming up's the main idea? What's the title?
Warm up.
So I assumed that this whole section is going to be about getting warmed up. And what I underlined were examples of warming up. Taking a light jog. So what I want you to do in this next paragraph is underline some important big ideas and some details. So let's do that, and then this time I'm going to do less talking. I'm going to give you an example, some time to share what you underlined and why. Got it? Raise your hand if you need like 20 more seconds. All right, so going back to our objective, we're finding the main idea and details of an informational text, and we're going to write the main idea and details on the graphic organizer. So we're going to do that together. So I'm going to go back to our note taker, and you guys have the text in front of you. What's this section mostly about? Thank you for raising your hand. What's this section all about? Yes?
The section is about getting warmed up.
Okay. So this section is mostly about warming up. So your details are going to be examples and ways that warming up help you, or examples of warming up. Go back to your text. What did you underline? Give me some examples of warming up. And because I only see 2 hands up, I would like for you to talk to your partner. Give me an example of, share 1, 2, or 3 examples with your partner of warming up. All right. So let's share out. Raise your hand. How do people, what are ways of warming up? Antonio? Stretching. Stretching. And I think according to this text, okay, I'm going back to this text. It says, according to the text, stretching helps lengthen your muscles, increases your blood flow and muscle temperature. Okay? Preston.
Okay, here's the detail. You have to do warm-ups to 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay? Awesome. And 15 to 30 minutes, and it says according to the text here, 15 to 30 minutes, and include slow gradual stretching, help lengthen your muscles and increase your blood flow, right? So I'm just right here, 15 to 30 minutes gets muscles ready. Awesome. Yes.
You could do some push-ups.
Is that in the text? That's okay. But guess what? You're right. Push-ups can help you get warmed up. But is it in the text? No. But awesome. You're making connections, and good readers make connections. Are these the only ways to warm up, the ones that are mentioned in the text?
No, there's like 100 more.
I agree with you. Yes.
So it takes a light jump to get loosened up and ready to play.
Okay. I'd like to give you a high five for referring back to the text. Awesome. Did you say a light jog?
Yes.
Yep. What paragraph did you find that in? The first one or the second one?
First.
Yep. I'm pointing to it and you should too. A light jog. All right. And can someone find a reason for why warming up is important? So we know warming up, it's all about warming up, but why is warming up important? And I want you to use I'll give you two choices. According to the text, warming up is important because, or in the text it says, why is warming up important? There's a reason for it, and it says it in the text, and I want you to find it. I want you to be detectives and find it. And I see so many hands going up. And the rest of you are reading. Why is warming up important? Read this last sentence. For those of you who need a hint, last sentence. All right, young man in the white shirt.
The text is that way your muscles are ready to go and not much likely to get hurt.
Okay, so gets muscles ready, and warming up prevents what? It says you're less likely to get hurt, right? So, less likely to get hurt. Awesome. Yes?
You could like, according to the text, you could exercise or you can sleep during the game.
Does it say that in the text? No, but I think you're, repeat back what you said to me.
According to the text, you have to do some stretches so you can sleep.
For you can sleep?
Sleep in the game.
No, I don't think so. What is it? But it does it say 15 to 30 minutes? Okay. Everyone, can you guys put your finger on the second paragraph where it says warm-ups last 15 to 30 minutes? Let's go check it out. It's right here. Ready? Did everyone find it?
Yes.
Okay, look for the numbers 15 and 30. Ready, set, read. Warm-ups that last 15 to 30 minutes and include slow, gradual stretching help lengthen your muscles and increase your blood flow and muscle temperature. Okay, so according to the text, it says you should stretch for 15 to 30 minutes, but why? Not so you can sleep better. It tells you right there. Look for a keyword. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm going to just give everyone some processing time. I want you to go back. Look for a keyword in just that one sentence. Okay, Preston, now share.
You should do the exercising and the warming up.
Yeah.
For the amount of time.
Yes.
So you could be stronger and you could also be safer.
Yes. Because let me show you why. I gotta find it first. Find it first. So let me get a red pen here. It says warm-ups that last 15 to 30 minutes. Increase your blood flow, and they make increase your muscle temperature. Increase means to go what? Up or down? And so are your muscles getting warmer or colder?
Warmer.
So when you warm up your muscles, they don't get hurt because if you have like, how many of you have pulled a muscle before? Like you run and you didn't warm up, you go straight to running and then you pull a muscle, or like you find like a weird snapping feeling. So if you stretch, you warm up your muscles. Okay? So now we have the reason for why we warm up. Okay, I think we're going to move on since we've done so much thinking around that. And we're going to move to the next section. What's it called? Know the rules of the game. Rules of the game. Can you give me an example of a rule of any game that you know? Give me one example of a rule of a game. Yeah.
Hockey.
Hockey, what's a rule in hockey?
Like don't push no one. Like push it.
Okay.
Push them and don't
pushing in hockey? Why? 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 Yes.
So you can get hurt?
So the other person can't, right? The person being pushed doesn't get hurt. Yeah. Preston?
Just like in Foursquare, when you play,
Uh-huh.
there's rules. If you bounce a ball in your square,
Uh-huh.
then you're out.
Right?
Yeah.
You're right. So are there any rules in Foursquare that have to do with safety?
Oh.
Safety? Because what is this article all about?
Safety.
Safety. Yes.
In Foursquare, you can't do flashes because you have to do it goes all the way up, and the kid's coming by and they don't.
Did everyone hear that?
Yeah. Those are called slammies.
Slammies.
Yeah.
Who wants to get hit in the head by an unexpected ball? Not me. Okay, so know the rules of the game. Should we do this together or in partners?
Together.
Okay,
Together.
let's vote. Vote. Partners, raise your hand. All together, raise your hand. Okay, we'll do it all together and guess what you guys are doing next. Yes. And we have time. Okay, ready, set. Boys and girls, what do good readers do as they're reading? They underline important things. And sometimes you're not ready to underline the first time, so it's okay. Right? Ready, set, read. Know the rules of the game. When players know the rules of the game, what's legal and what's not, fewer injuries happen. You and other players know what to expect from each other. For instance, you know that in soccer, you can't come from behind, crash into a player's leg, and steal the ball. It's legal and safer to go after the ball rather than the player. With sports that use plays, it helps to understand the plays and what your role is in each one. Being where you're supposed to can help you stay out of harm's way. Okay, I didn't underline anything, so what we're going to do now is I want everyone to underline what they think is important, or the main idea. So let's all take 2 minutes to reread and underline. Or maybe a minute. Happening because I see eyes on the text. I see some of you with your hands up. I see people tracking the text and rereading. Excellent. Brains are working. Preston, would you like to offer us what you think this section's mostly about?
Well, it's mostly about knowing the rules of the game and not cheating.
Good. Excellent. You hit the nail on the head. Have you guys heard of that idiom? That means he got it. And you know why he got it? Because what's the title of this section?
Know the rules of the game.
Yeah, that's what this section is. Every single part of it's knowing the rules. Now you're going to give me some details that support that knowing the rules are important. Give me examples. What does it mean to know the rules? Go for it.
for instance, you know that in soccer you can't come behind, crash into a player's legs and steal the ball.
Yep.
That's all.
Okay, so I'm gonna write here soccer. So some soccer rules are says you know that in soccer you can't come from behind. So soccer, no what? Stealing? Does it say no stealing the ball?
No, we
There's actually a tackle.
no slide, no pushing.
Oh wait, not what does the text say? What does the text say? Because I know this text doesn't have all the rules of soccer, but what does the text say? Because what does the text say? And I want you to read to me from the text.
Oh.
Crash into the
'Cause-
player.
yeah, go for it. In soccer, what can you or can't you do?
You want other players know what to expect from each other.
Keep going.
For instance, you know that in soccer you can come from behind, crash into a player's legs, and steal the ball.